Hi guys, quick video. It is the 20th of March 2020 and it is 10 minutes past 3 in the morning over here in the UK. Obviously, lockdowns are starting to be instituted all across the world. I think London is going to be one of them from midnight tonight. Obviously, moving on to March 21st with that watch around Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, also around the volcanoes and the eruptions. I've got it on this scene because I just want to talk about the potential tsunami on the 21st as well. Mainly it comes from this interpretation down here with the 2 and the 1 giving us a reference to 21 potentially. There's 3 of these icicle-like figures which I also think represent monuments, which could give us a reference to a month such as March. There's also the reference of 10 and 11, which would potentially, it's obviously backwards, which would potentially obviously added together give you 21 again. Obviously if you're including 4, then that may be a 21 April reference. There's so many April references that are coming up in my head. April 14th, I'm just going to say that now. I will address that later if I have the opportunity to do so. But the tsunami is looking out for those around the west east coast of the United States, as well as the European zone, Italy, France, England as well. Not sure if it's going to be a volcano. There's also been lots of talk about asteroids coming close to the Earth, close enough to cause air bursts. Seen evidence of those in history, the effects that they can have on the areas that they hit. But here, obviously, we've got the crumbling church-like structure. Could be a cathedral. If that's the case, again, referencing Italy, I know there's a Notre Dame connection to that as well, with France just there. And again, I say France because I feel like this monument here is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the way it's leaning more than the others. This one I feel like is the Eiffel Tower, and over here I feel like they're giving a reference to Big Ben in terms of size. That would be correct. Leaning Tower of Pisa is the biggest, followed by Eiffel Tower, then Big Ben. But obviously, again, with those lines just there, giving them the pyramid-style capstone, there's 3, so they could be a reference to the pyramids of Giza, twice here, and then again when the scene evolves a little bit more, and we can see them in the distance over here. One actually gets hit by a meteor or whatever it is that's coming from behind the sun. Again, that may tie into the interpretation. Just going back again and a little bit more forward. There we go. So it seems as if those potentials are there. I say volcano because they're connected with fire, and we've clearly got the dragon up here in the tsunami in green, or serpent. It's got that reptilian-like structure to its face. I say dragon because that's the biblical reference. Dragon coming down, casting water out of his mouth after the woman, her being taken to a place of safety, and the dragon going off to persecute the woman's children, which is basically, the followers of the Heavenly Father. In the background, in a darker shade of blue, so you can see like this whole front bit is kind of like it's got a spotlight on it, and in the background it's like it's in the shadows. It's a different scene of another tsunami. This one kind of looks bigger than the one that is potentially destined for the European zone. This one has taller skyscrapers and just brings you into mind of the United States. The East Coast with New York, of course, but there's also the West Coast with California. They've also got their own skyscrapers. When I say that, I recognize the S just here on the front of the tsunami. Just today I was thinking about, just before I made this video actually, I was thinking about Seattle. Obviously there was a big watch on Seattle for the 311 connection. I'm not sure how that would tie into March 21st, but they were intending to move the big hospital ship that I talked about in the last video up to Seattle, but apparently California was saying they want to keep it down in California, so there may be a reason for that. Maybe Seattle, maybe it's a localized tsunami, and maybe Seattle is affected more so than the rest of the West Coast. But either way, however it may or may not pan out, the warning for this video is basically just to watch out between today, March 20th, and March 21st for this potential tsunami event. May even extend that to March 23rd, because I know I've got the extension for March 21st to 24th for the Volcano watch. So they could be, obviously, as I said, connected with the tsunamis. If that's the case, then the watch is between now and March 24th for these volcano tsunami, asteroid tsunami, however else tsunami they may try and cause it. But as I say, those are the interpretations that I'm getting. Just keep an eye out, be safe. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.